So, what did everyone think about this episode? Abby, Carter, Abby, Carter. It was a tough decision, but anyway, let's rewind and go back from the beginning. Let's talk about Malcolm first. What a great player he is. I mean, seriously, I need to revise my list of top Survivor players because he is definitely in there. I mean, he's crushing it. He's so aware of everything and really taking every aspect into consideration, yet spot on like Abby's threat with the idol, but like still having to take it into consideration, being strategic while still playing, a good game that's not just like cutthroat. I mean, he's really impressive and it's amazing. He kind of reminds me of Jeff Probst and his like spot-on commentary almost. It's eerie. I was happy that he won that reward challenge, although it's kind of a curse to win it because picking the people to come with you when their families are involved is a really difficult call. I think he made the right decision getting Mike and Lisa on board just to, kind of secure them more in their alliance, and that's clearly why he did it, even though it didn't really seem to pan out for him because they were clearly gonna like flip against him if he hadn't won immunities. So he did what he could, but I don't know, it is what it is. I was a little disappointed but relieved at the same time that his brother didn't run his mouth and spoil any of his gameplay like the preview had said he would. None of that happened, so good job in getting us looped in there. Producers. As for immunity, God, I was so relieved when he won, literally jumping out of my seat. It's amazing how this season the people who've really needed immunity have stepped up and gotten it in challenges. Penner, Abby, now Malcolm, like that's great, and he can play the immunity idol next week and he's in, for the final four. It's amazing. Lisa, I'm just over Lisa, I'm glad her brother came and refreshed her and she was ready to play, but it's just too little too late. You can't just come in at the last minute and do a swoop like that. I understand her. I'm not hating on her, but maybe she'll still pull a move at the end, but even if she's at the end, if she's with Mike and Abby, let's say, I think it's Mike's to lose. Absolutely. I don't think Lisa would win, and at least I wouldn't vote for Lisa, as nice and sweet as she is. Denise, I'm a little, I miss her, I guess. She's not getting as much camera time, but she took not getting the Malcolm to take her husband back after the reward challenge pretty well, and when he won immunity she had this big smile on her face, which was really refreshing. I love the Malcolm-Denise duo. Now Carter Abby, because that's obviously where the meat of this episode is. I get that it was strategic, but part of me is still a little disappointed. I think at this point, if you're gonna keep Abby for that long, like if you've suffered through her presence at this point, like you're almost at the end, might as well keep her and, have an easy person beat at the end. I don't see why they would eliminate her next episode at this point. I would have kept Carter, tried, their luck playing against him. But on the other hand, I get it. It was strategic, and I'm glad they played it strategic because, honestly, it's about outlasting, outplaying, and outsmarting everybody. But it's also about, like, living with Abby on the island, I think, this season. It's like that's an extra level and layer to the game this season. What big move could happen next episode and towards the end? I think Lisa and Mike partnering up with Abby and taking the advice that I just gave and bringing her to the end, because now Malcolm and Denise, it's pretty much 2 and 2 plus Abby, right? Like their top four can start to waver, I think, at this point, So who knows what'll happen. I'm still really rooting for Malcolm, but I would give kudos to the person who has the wits and can actually pull off voting Malcolm off, because he is the biggest threat. But really want him to win. Again, rooting for him to the end at this point. Or Mike. I do like Mike a lot. And if Malcolm isn't in the end, I'm totally backing up Mike. What did you guys think? Are you disappointed that Carter got voted out? Particularly attached to him? Annoyed at Abby? Happy that Abby's there? I don't know. She does provide for some good entertainment. Let me know your thoughts.